Straight out the boot room to Wembley, our second home. We come to conquer, no, we never walk alone. We dominate the cream of the crop, drawing all our strength from the roar of the cock. It's all for one and one for all. Pass a move, we're talking total football. Here we go again, Roy's red machine. Liverpool, the greatest team the world has ever seen. Pass a move, it's the Liverpool crew. Pass a move, it's the Liverpool crew. Pass a move, 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 it's the Liverpool crew.
Hello and welcome back to the Liverpool Groove. No, we said we'd be in person on this one. Not quite there yet, so sorry.
Time for.
Just one of them in it. But look, it's been an eventful week. It's the title race has kind of shifted from where it was this time last week, which is a pain in the arse. Went into the United game. City and Arsenal both won quite convincingly. And then obviously our game management. Again, it's been happening a few times in recent weeks, and I think we said it not so long ago where there's, we've had games where it hasn't really cost us so much, but the game management still hasn't been great. And this time I don't know what happened. We were like that first half, outside of not scoring enough goals, was perfect in my eyes. I thought we were absolutely brilliant in the first half. And then to come out the second half and just capitulate the way we did was just so disheartening.
It's hard, isn't it? Because would you rather us not create any chances and just sneak a draw and then moan that we're not playing well, or play well and miss a few chances? So the positivity is that we played fucking really well and we created chances that we missed. Lack of footy brain on the day, lack of composure and stuff. The goal they scored obviously happens once every fucking blue moon, that. And then the second one they scored was just world class from a young lad. Also not closing down fast enough, stuff like this, stuff we've seen all season. But yeah, the performance was brilliant. It's probably one of our better performances this season. All over the park. Offensively, we were awesome. But it had that feel about it after the first few misses that not happening. I took Nunes off before half time. You could just see where he was at in his head. Just wasn't to be for him. He was horrendous, so frustrating. It knocked me sick. And yet, when you're having games like that, it's down to Klopp and the lads on the sideline to go, listen, it's not working for him. Do something soon. Do something drastic. And let's get a player on who's going to make an impact, because he done fuck all for us. Obviously he got the assist, which is fair enough, but yeah, just his brain doesn't work with his body, does it? Just, what I'm talking about, that where it's practically an open goal. He's got to just pass it into the net and he passes it to no one.
That's a build up of different things, that though, lad. Obviously, for one, I don't think he's expecting the pass, because what player in the right man, 10 yards out, passes the ball there? Go across. Diaz should have went across him and shot.
Look at the angle.
He scored a goal from the same angle against Arsenal in the FA Cup.
The keeper stood right there in front of him, and the pass is on. He's onside. The pass is on. If he'd have shot and missed, we'd have said he should have passed, because Nunes is open, so he can't win. I think he passes the ball. As a striker, you should always be expecting the ball. You shouldn't be able to shut down for 1 second and then blame the person who's passed it to you. Nunes should be expecting that, and when he gets it, his first trail of thought should be to shoot, and it's not. Obviously, that's it's a misunderstanding in the moment, but that just shows where his brain's at. If that had been 40 yards out, he'd have probably shot and put in the top corner. It's just Nunes all over. But I thought he absolutely killed us in the game. The worst player in the park, Nunes. It's frustrating, but I don't get the meltdown of people saying it's not in our hands and all that. We're joint top on goal difference. We're not going to make the goal difference up, but we were always going to have to win it a game more than everyone else. So I think it hasn't really changed in that sense. I think Arsenal will drop points. I think looking at the running, I think they finished third. I don't think they win all their games. I think we win close to all ours, and I think City actually go and win all theirs. So it's going to be it's going to be what we expected, lad. It's going to be end to end. It's going to be chopping and changing that top place right until the last game of the season. you've got to be there for it or shut up shop and don't enjoy it. But can't fucking win every game. A point away from at Old Trafford, as shit as they are, you know, in the running we've got, I think you've just got to take it and go, it's fucking not the end of the world.
I mean, on paper it is, but then again, you come back to like the performance, the chances we made. You know, they didn't have a single shot in the first half. You've got to be killing games off. I don't care who it's against. If you do that to any team and don't allow them a shot in a half, and you have close to, I can't remember how many we had. I think we had like 15 in the first half. If you're having
28 shots in total.
yeah, if you're having that kind of dominance in the game, no matter who it's against, you should be winning, and that's what is the disappointing part of it. As I say, performance first half was fantastic. Performance second half wasn't as good. Obviously, United had to come out and show a bit of something, and they did. Fair play to them, but I think we allowed them to. I think we thought it was just going to be another half like the first one, where they didn't really get a touch of the ball, and it just wasn't. They scored that goal, their tails went up,
And
and
ours went down.
yeah, and I didn't think we were gonna.
It killed
I didn't
us.
think we were gonna equalise. In all honesty, I thought we were gonna lose. Um, it didn't look like it was coming, and like Nunes didn't have a great game. I didn't think Salah had a good game at all. Didn't think.
Know what I've said about Salah though, and what people fail to realise, like Ramadan, fucking hell, he's playing on nothing. I think he's allowed a fucking biscuit and a glass of water or something, lad. Don't get me wrong. I think in that sense, he'd be starting Harvey Elliott.
Yeah.
Like, while he's going through that, obviously he's a strong-minded fella, he wants to play, but you've got to take that as well and go, fucking hell, how's he playing nearly 90 minutes every week, whilst hardly eating through the day, no energy, no resources. I don't know whether he's allowed to drink because he's an athlete or whatever, but fucking hell, it's speaking to a taxi driver on the way to the match, and fuck me, I felt like crying for him. Sounds the hardest thing you could ever put your body through, and to be able to be doing that and then playing footy, you know, we just think he's a machine and he's gonna just crack on, but
No,
it's
it's obviously hard.
no?
It's obviously hard, and we're very reliant on him. I think we're maybe probably at the minute a little bit too reliant on him. But as we
He's come
know,
back from an injury though as well. He's
yeah,
come back from injury. He's come in at a time where he's fasting. And I'm not talking fasting where he's going from fucking 12 o'clock in the afternoon till 6. He's fucking fasting all day. You know what I mean? And he's still getting us over the line in games. Like he's scoring big goals in big games, and he's still having a part to play. So, you know, a lot of people say, you get them dickheads out. Is it ready for Salah to go? No, just let's see where he's at. I think Ramadan's over, isn't it?
I think so.
So hopefully he's a bit more re-energized and we can go again with him. But my thing is, it's individual errors that have cost us on the day. Salah wasn't great, an understandable reason. Nunes, just don't get me wrong, Nunes has been sound this season, but just them games where he delves back into the player that just hasn't got a clue about footy just winds me up. Yeah, certain players just didn't play great, but I'd rather it be that way than a systematic thing where it was just flawed from the off. We looked shit, we didn't create. Thought we played well. So in that sense, yeah, even the game management from Jurgen Klopp, when we were looking a bit jaded and that, brought Harvey Elliott on. And again, he changed the game in our favour.
Yeah, he did.
We started to look like we were going to score, getting him on the ball. You know, for me, he should have started the last few weeks because he has everything we've done near the end of the game has been through him.
Yeah. I just think it's a different feeling. Like a lot of people were saying on Twitter and stuff like that, it feels like a loss. And it does in a way, but it's like, it's just it's a completely different feeling. Like when we got beat by them in the cup the other week, that was like, I was pissed off and I was angry with it. And this one, it was just like, it felt like when Chelsea beat us 2-0, when Gerrard slipped, it felt like that. Like it's that feeling of like, it's not over, but it's not in our control. It's just like disappointment. You know what I mean? It's just like, fucking hell.
Not angry, I'm just disappointed.
Yeah,
no,
that's what it is.
I felt the same. Like I was absolutely fucking raging that we didn't beat them because we deserved to beat them. Our downfall was ourselves again. That's why I'm being a bit positive, because it was on individuals why we didn't win the game. It wasn't on the system. It wasn't that we packed in or we were shit. We just lacked something in the like we lacked a bite in front of goal. That was it. It's happened the last few weeks, and we've managed to get over the line. So, you know, it didn't help that Arsenal and City. Well, to be fair, Arsenal looked fucking phenomenal against Brighton. They did. It was scary. Man City was shite. Man City, that scoreline, scoring 4 goals, they were shite. Palace tore them apart in part of the game. Could have been, you know, they should have had a penalty. They've hit the post. They've had chances missed themselves. So, you know, City looked like the ones that were lacking, but City's running's a lot easier than both of ours. So you've just got to take each game as it comes now. I think that's 2 points dropped against a poor Man United side in a game that we dominated and we should have won. But I think if you'd have asked me before the game, would have took a draw or would have done, because I don't think it's that big a drop of points because of that. I think what I said to you all along, Jay, I don't want to be top. I want Arsenal top. I don't want Man City top because they'll fucking thrive off it. I want them chasing, but I want us chasing as well. And as long as it's only within a game, if they draw a game, we win, we're back top of the league. It's got to be. I think the pressure's on them now. They're telling themselves that the pressure's on them, that it's theirs to lose, and it's a bit premature. I think it's anyone's to lose at the minute. I think one game can turn the whole title race, and I prefer us not being at the very top at this moment. I think the pressure gets to them.
Yeah. No, it's I can't say I agree with. I would have took a pointer before the game, I must admit, because you look at them. If they would have lost against us on Sunday, that would have been their 13th league defeat of the season. They've never lost that many in the Premier League ever. Like, this is by far and away the worst United team that we've seen. And they've just had, against us the last few weeks, they've had these couple of clutch moments that have fucking turned out for them.
The way they play doesn't suit against us. We're not good at teams sitting in. And even that, like, the chances we've created, there weren't all that many that were clear-cut chances. You know, I think they defend in a way that we struggle. We did at Anfield. We did in the Cup. And the counters just fucking hard for us. We just struggle with them. I don't know what it is. They're absolutely shite, but, you know, they're doing it against us, and that's why I say, I think if you'd have offered me a guaranteed point, I think I'd have took it, because it put us where we are. We're still joint top. You know, fucking hell, joint top with so many games to go. If we lose the league on goal difference, I'll be astounded. I will, because I don't see us winning. I still don't see us winning every game. I don't see us winning every game at all. I think we'll drop probably 3 or 4 points, but I think Arsenal and City will as well. That's just not as clear cut. We can say it as City because they're running and they're starting to go through the gears now, where even when they're playing shit, they're scoring 4 goals, which is annoying. But, you know, bits of magic. Kevin De Bruyne the other day, just unbelievable. Jack Grealish had the game of his life as well. We just got to hope something spins in our favour, lad. But say it's still as in our hands as it can be, really. It's goal difference. I think if Arsenal don't drop points, they deserve to win the league. Simple as that. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Because the running's fucking hard, mate. It really is.
It is. What did you make of Szoboszlai in the game?
I've seen him getting loads of shit. The chance that Anana saved was a fucking brilliant chance. Brilliant movement. Thought he done what he should have done with the ball. That they're trying to whack it at him. He's trying to dink it over him, being clever. I thought he played well. I thought the first half he played well. He missed that sliding tackle, which I don't think he's really got any right to score anyway, moving at that pace towards a moving ball. I thought he was all right. In times he's struggled, but I think since he's come back from his injury, he's been everything we want from him. He's energetic. He's getting on the ball. He's making things happen, and he's helping with the defence as well. So I was a bit mystified by by some of the stuff I've seen. I've seen someone put a video of then and now from when he joined us, and I think they showed one mistake, and it was the shot against Onana. That was the highlights of how bad he's been. So if that's all he's done wrong, then sound. But
Yeah.
no, I don't get it. I just think we're too quick to criticise. Obviously, I've just done it with Nunes, then I've just put the roof over Nunes because it literally burnt my head out. I think after half an hour I was saying, take him off.
Yeah.
He's gone in the head. He's not with it. But I thought Szoboszlai was very much involved, and a lot of the stuff we'd done well was through him.
See, I mean, it's a strange one because, I mean, I don't think he had the worst game, but I thought he was very sloppy at times in the first half. Every time we were giving the ball away, it felt like it was him. And obviously that's not the case. I know it wasn't him giving the ball away every single time, but that's just, when you just, it was just one of them. When you pick up on a player giving the ball away, you notice every single time they give it away then. And I think it was just that for me. It seemed probably worse than it was to me because I noticed it more than with other players. Yeah, it was, I think, again, I said that we could have about Gravenberch last game. I think he's in that stage at the minute where he's just dropping like consistent sort of 6 out of 10s. And the problem is he started out with fucking 8 and 9 out of 10s when he first joined. And we've all fucking went, this is the new Gerrard, hyped him up. This is a £200 million player. Give Leipzig more money and all stuff like that. Yeah, you know what I mean? No, but all these shouts got brought out, and then he's had his injury problems. He hasn't hit the heights that he has at the start of the season, and I think people are judging him because of that. It's like, look, he started like a house on fire. That's all it was, and he's now he's settling in properly, and he's just consistently okay at the minute. But
I thought he was better than okay. I thought he looked reassuring on the ball. He did give it. I think they all give it away a few times, which was annoying. I think we were trying to play a bit too fast, and like he was miss hitting, like whacking the ball at our players and that a bit too hard or a bit not hard enough. But yeah, I thought he was all right. I don't think he stood out as shite like, but again in that first half, they all look good. Just barring Nunes, I just had a feeling about him that he was gonna do something stupid.
No, for me, I think I felt like we just needed a bit more calm at the time, and I thought McAllister was very good again. I thought Endo was great. We missed that, not having him in the team the games before. Just that work rate, that I'm winning the ball at any cost. We missed that from him, and I think I felt like we needed a little bit more calm in there, and I would have liked to see Jones a little bit earlier, in the game, but. Then I think when he come on, he didn't really affect much either at the same time.
That's the thing with Jones, lad, is he's very, very laid back. I think in a game like that, you need a Szoboszlai. And I think that's part of the problem is that Szoboszlai tries to grab the ball by the horns, if you want, and do everything, have a little bit of involvement in everything. He's like a box-to-box midfielder, isn't he?
Yeah.
So I think it sometimes hinders him a little bit that he's got to be the one to play that role. He's got to he puts the weight of it on his shoulders and tries to run with it, and it's hard. It's hard, and you expect it to do everything. But no, I thought I didn't want to see Jones come on in that game. I thought it was going to kill us. Too laid back, too laxy daisy. He's done all right actually, to be fair. But you wanted Harvey Elliott and Gakpo, didn't you?
Yeah.
And go for it. But I thought them changes.
I thought Gakpo as well. But you mentioned him. I thought Gakpo actually was done well when he come on. I think at the minute he's looking like he's got a bit of a point to prove. I think maybe he's heard what people are saying online. He's been getting it fed to him a little bit, that everyone's just basically calling him shit, which is completely unwarranted, as we've said. But I don't know. I feel like the last couple of games he's come on with a point to prove, and I think again I thought he played well when he come on.
I think it's also what game he comes on in. Like we're chasing a game at Old Trafford. We're all guns blazing. We just got the ball, we're relentlessly going at their goal now, trying to get a point, trying to make something happen. And then you've got games where like teams are we haven't really got the ball, or we're struggling as a unit to make anything happen. We played well on the day, so introducing them into that game when you are playing all right, you've made 2 major fuck ups and it's costing you the game. Bring him on in that, and he does all right.
Yeah.
When he's allowed the ball and allowed to move with it, and he gets the help. I think he's sound. He's proven to be sound. He's proven to be like a massive part of the squad when he's come on. He's got goals and assists from the bench. So again, it's unmerited all the shit he's had. He's had a few bad games. Like every player in the squad's had a few bad games this season.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's done all right.
Yeah. I am going to preface this part by saying, if you've been given Gerald Quanta shit on fucking social media, abusing him because of the mistake, you're a fucking gobshite. Never set foot in anywhere near the club ever again. But
they don't anyway. That's the problem.
well, they don't, yeah. But I'm just making. But let's double down on that. But the thing is, outside the mistake, he had a good game.
Lad, he was brilliant. He's been brilliant every game. It's mad because it's not even like it's not like it's a mistake. I don't think he's expecting Fernandes to move. I think it's like a lack of respect. He's just stroked the ball. Obviously, if Fernandes doesn't get there, it goes to our player. But fucking he's gone for it. He's done the one thing he's done all game. He's done fuck all else. And he's intercepted it. And shot first time. I don't know. When I seen it, and I seen where Kelleher was, my head was gone anyway, because I don't know why he was behind Quansah. Fucking hell. That was bizarre.
Yeah, his position was
weird.
Mad.
Like, where we had the ball, the position we had the ball, I don't know why he's not in the middle of the pitch at least.
Yeah.
Why he's near one of the posts. It's fucking mental. But, yeah, it was just a royal fuck up, and it happens, and it's unfortunate. If it was Van Dijk who'd done it, he wouldn't be getting no shit.
No, would he fuck?
Walk on water, so it's unfortunate. It's a young lad.
You know what, lad? Even Kanate and probably Matip wouldn't get the shit, but because he's a young lad who, we've just brought him up and he's only playing because of, or that's how people are looking, he's only playing because of injuries, which obviously isn't the case, but it's just because it's him and he's a local lad, he'll get the shit.
What it is, lad, I'll tell you what it is it because it backs every cunt's argument that we should have signed the centre-half. That's it. So that say for
Does
instance,
it though?
Well, it doesn't, but in their heads, that's how they work. So, again, they sit there and they want someone to fail, and because it backs up something they've said in the past. So when they were all moaning that we weren't getting a £50 million centre-half, and Klopp was laughing, going, we've got Quansah, because he's probably the closest thing to Van Dijk you could see in football at the moment, because the model of him, the presence of him, everything he does in his game resembles Van Dijk a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And they've gone, no, we should have signed someone. And that day, they've went, wow, we could lose the league now. And then we were right. We needed the centre-half. And that's where they're fucked in the head. He shouldn't be anywhere near football. He should stick to football manager in the little suits with the shinnies on and fucking leave the proper footy alone for proper fans, because they're weapons.
Hey, footy manager doesn't work like that. I will have no disrespect to football manager on this podcast.
No,
stick to FIFA.
No, FIFA, footy manager, champ manager. Just stick to games where you've got no say on real football, because you haven't got a fucking clue. It's just, it's bad. We've said it all season, haven't we? As soon as someone does something, them little helmets, again, none of them ever step foot near the ground. Never will. I've got no dream of doing it. They just jump on the bandwagon and we're good, and then make a few mad comments, and then as soon as it goes a little bit shit or something goes wrong, they're straight into hell mode, so you can all fuck off.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because the only things I actually really saw about the Quansah mistake was people just going, lad, what the fuck? Just like it wasn't abuse or nothing that I seen of on Twitter and that. It was just like, for fuck's sake. And then obviously he's had to turn his comments off on Instagram. Yeah, that is fine. That's what I'm getting at. Obviously on Instagram he's had to turn his comments off because of abuse, but then it'll be from an account that's like John 7982643272.
That's what it's like. Unfortunate. Like, as I say, I think Klopp said he'd be better just staying off social media, because I think at the end of the day, maybe speak to the telly after and go, for fuck off. You don't even have to. You're a footy player. You make mistakes. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Get over it. You can't watch footy and know that the humans who make mistakes, then don't fucking watch it. But yeah, he shouldn't have to justify himself. He shouldn't even have to apologise to game of footy. We go there with no confirmation that everything's going to go perfect. You just go and see what happens. But
Yeah, but next time, Jarell, if you could just let us know beforehand that you're going to make a mistake, please.
Yeah.
That'd be wonderful. If you can see into the future and just go, right, boys, just letting you know, I'm making a mistake this game. Is that all right? That'd be great. No, it's just fucking stupid, lad. It's pathetic, as we've said time and time and time again. You know, we've had fucking players come out and say it at the club. Ginny Wijnaldum said exactly this. You know what I mean? It's like, but they're never
What I
going to
hate,
change.
what I hate is that they come out and they go, "Oh, Liverpool fans." It's not Liverpool fans. It's
Football
fucking
fans.
dickheads who are just on the bandwagon. Said last week. You look on the profiles and it's like fucking like stuff from Chelsea, like stuff from Newcastle, Arsenal, Man City. Got a picture of fucking Enzo. He's got a fucking border of fucking Sir Alex Ferguson. They're not Liverpool fans. They're
Yeah,
absolute twats.
yeah.
And they shouldn't.
Plant
And
pots.
this get out of my club. If I see anyone ever say it, I'll fucking set them on fire myself. It's not your club, you fucking twat. Ah, right.
Let's move
Fuck off.
swiftly on. I just wanted to, you know, make sure it was known that, you know, it mistakes happen, like you said. Um, just one of them. You move. We didn't lose. That's just got to try and take the positive out of it.
I want to say fair play as well on the goal because it was a fucking belter goal. Can't believe he done it.
You know
But
what? You say,
sweet.
just back onto the goal. Sorry, you say about Kelleher's positioning and what the fuck was he doing? In
It's time
hindsight,
to
I'm actually really glad that his position was there, because if he was more central, he would have got it onto it and then got sent off, and then
I know.
we would have been dealing with Adrian in 2024.
Wouldn't be asked. Love him.
I would.
He's still
At 38. I mean, to be honest, it's more the
That
fact that he's
sum us up, wouldn't it?
38. That would
That
sum us up,
sum
like,
us
yeah.
up.
But he's 38, hasn't played the game in about 2 years, and we would have had to bring him on at Old Trafford. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't
He'd
have
have
to see
scored.
that.
No. Yeah, it was fucking mad from Kelleher, but at least he had to go for getting it. Just
Yeah,
instinct, innit? But
yeah.
then the goal the young lad scored, again, he should never be able to get the shot off ever in a million years. The pass that goes into him should be stopped before it goes into him. There's fucking 5 lads in our box wearing white, who none of them press it.
Mm.
Um,
No, what I think it
and
is, lad. I think he's took it early. Like, I don't think anybody's expected him to shoot at the point that he has. He's sort of still half turning when he's shot. I think
that's
if he'd
our
have fully
problem, though.
faced the goal and then shot, it would have, I don't think he would have scored.
We
He's just
try
been
and be too
smart about it.
we try and be too clever defensively though as
Mm.
well. We don't respect anyone. We just don't think anyone's capable of doing anything. Like it happens every week where Van Dijk will turn away from a ball or something like that. It just annoys me. Just fucking there's the ball, go and win it. Go and take it off.
Mm.
And it's a great goal by the way. Fucking fantastic goal. But
Only thing he done, by the way, I'm not having this narrative that he fucking ran the show. He was shite. That's the only thing he done.
how's he come through as this kid who's the next best thing in England? He's played 2 games. He's had 2 good games in his life.
He's that
Fucking
now. You know what? Don't get me wrong.
he's done all. He's all right.
He's played okay, but you know what? Tom Davis fucking looked boss when he first come through with Everton, and now he's bald at Sheffield United. So,
Is he bald?
yeah, he shaved his head, lad. This fucking big hippie bastard, and then he's gone to Sheffield United, seen their football for 6 months, and gone fuck this. Shaved his head, fucking
He
gone
probably
full prison.
said, "You come in here with them sunglasses and that coat on ever again, and we'll shave your fucking head." So that's where he's at. I'll
Yeah,
give you a cut.
no, you know what I said it about this man the other week. It's like, don't get me wrong, the kid looks a good player, but like the media is hyping him to death. It's going to be the death of his career, and he'll end up at Stoke by 24 if they keep hyping him to this level. Talking about the next fucking, I mean, someone said he's the next Pogba today. Which, if he wants to be the next Pogba, fucking be my go and be it. No one's asked.
Who did I see? Who's he going to be? The next, it was like a fucking Busquets or someone. I was like, doesn't really make sense.
Sad. Now, like I say, kid looks a good player, can't deny it. But he's being hyped to death. And as I say, the game he had against us, he scored. He didn't really have a good game other than that. But it is what it is. One thing we haven't touched on from the game, the penalty incident. Actually, there's 2 things. We'll come on to the other thing in a minute, but the penalty incident. You're laughing, so I know you've got something controversial to say about it.
But in slow motion, it's not a penalty. In slow at the time, screaming for it. and then they've slowed it down. I haven't seen it again in full motion, but on the what I've seen is Harvey Elliott plays it. It's clever, puts his leg in between his leg and goes down. But I don't know whether there's contact before that. But in real time, he fucking whacks him and it's a penalty. But
see, even slow-mo for me, I'm still saying it's a penalty. Like, for me, he slid in. Where else is he meant to put his foot? If he tries to put it anywhere else, he's standing on one
he
berserker.
plants his foot into his legs, lad. He does. He doesn't. He could
not
probably, if he wants to stay up, he probably could. If he doesn't put his foot down there, he could probably stay up.
No, can't agree with that one.
But I'm not arsed, like, I'm made up. I think, again, it's a fucking, it's a stonewall penalty. It's an absolute stonewall penalty in real time, and that's all that matters. It's when you do start, if you slow it down and analyse it up too much, I think you'd find fault in every single decision.
Yeah.
I just think, you know, when you think about real time, has he got even the fucking time to think, oh, I'll put my foot there? Or does it just happen? Do you know what I mean? It looks dead clever from Harvey Elliott, but he's probably got like a fraction of a second to make that decision. So it's probably just happened and it's a penalty.
And like, you know, it's been said with like VAR decisions and checks this season, you know, how they've been starting with it at a certain point, zoomed in and slowed down, and it's manipulating the referee's decision and things like that. It's like you slowing it down. Yeah, sometimes you need to do that to see if any of the balls being touched and stuff like that. But like, you can't be making the decisions based on something slowed down. The decision's got to be made in real time, hasn't it? So
the beauty of it is the referee give it as well. The referee's right there and he blows the whistle for the penalty.
Yeah,
so
it was never going to get overturned.
And again, yeah, comes on. He put a few brilliant balls into the box, made things click, got on it, dragged us a little bit through it because it was only coming through him. And then that left foot, and then gets back on it, gets us a penalty, and we end up getting a point, which was fucking, we deserve more, but
yeah,
is what it is.
Yeah. The other one, the Casemiro challenge, he's got something.
I loved it. That's footy.
Yeah, I had no problem with it, to be honest.
Wins the ball, and goes right through it. And what, Sam?
Yeah.
You know, if he injures the player,
it's one of them in real time. Again, you see him going in at speed, and I thought it was bad at first, and then I've seen the replay, and I've gone, you know what? No, that's all right. Just carry on with that.
You know, that's it. The studs are showing because of the position of his fucking foot. There's no, if the studs aren't showing, he's snapping his ankle.
Yeah,
you know, that's it. You're gonna have to change the dynamics of his body for the studs not to be shown in that position.
Yeah.
It's one of them. You'd love to see that in Liverpool United. I'd love to see us do it back, but that's where we want footy to be at. You don't want to be moaning over decisions like that. The only thing we moan about is consistency.
Yeah.
You know, when we're getting lads sent off for not tackling and not touching anyone and still getting red cards, it's frustrating, but that's how I want to see footy. I want to see Liverpool United fucking hard, fair tackles. If he misses the ball, he's off. And that's the risk or the reward in that type of tackle. And that's why the best players, Casemiro's one of the best in that position at doing that, going in hard, letting you know he's there and taking the ball. So fair play.
Yeah.
I like
absolutely.
it.
Yeah. No, exactly. I feel exactly the same, in all honesty. Let's move away from that then, and obviously the news is, I say broke today. It's kind of broke today, but it hasn't really. So Sky in Germany are saying that there's been a deal agreed in principle for Ruben Amorim to be the next manager. Liverpool have refuted that claim completely, which basically just leaves us in the exact same position as before Sky Germany broke that news. So it's absolutely fucking pointless that they've done it. But before we started recording, you said something interesting, and I agree with it. And there shouldn't be talk of managers right now. They're in a title race. They could potentially go on and do a double. We're in the title race. We could potentially go on and do a treble. Neither club needs this talk right now. Let both clubs finish the seasons, win whatever they're going to win, however many trophies each of them are going to win, and then fucking have the discussions.
Have the discussions now, but don't let any knobhead know. That's it. Like, whoever's in the office with his team or with whoever's team, whoever's got the job to bring someone in, don't fucking tell anyone. That's just not hard. Let it all go on behind the scenes now. Let it be done. Let Jurgen Klopp walk away on the last game of the season and then announce the new manager. It's not hard. I just don't know why everything gets leaked. Like, I don't want to fucking hear who the new manager is. I couldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, you couldn't.
I couldn't. Honestly, I'm not even asked. Like, couldn't give a fuck. Although I have to a bit more interest in him right now.
Yeah. Now that it's seeming to become a bit more real, you've got to take an interest, haven't you? But
I think, yeah, I don't want it to be about another manager. I don't want the future to be discussed right now. We know we're going to be in an all right place. We know we're going to get an half decent manager who's got a good team to work with. We know the hierarchy of the club now where Edwards and that is all right and we're financially stable. And yeah, we just got to fucking see what happens. But it's got to be done behind the scenes. And even like these people who are fucking leaking team sheets and new kits and all that, get a fucking life. Just get a life. Just let someone just have the moments and go, oh, where's the new kit? Oh, where's the new player? Oh, where's the team? Just let someone else have it. Why are you asked? Not you personally, because I'm kicking off on you. But I don't get like this thing of being the first. Oh, fucking hell! Look at the left back. Fuck off. Just let it be. Whatever happens. The club will release the team. The club will release the kit. Just let them.
Yeah.
So when the manager's announced, I hope nothing's announced or confirmed or
until after the season.
Towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I agree. So that was Jay's rant of the week.
On the rant of the week.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, there's not really much else to say. As I say, we're genuinely not in any different of a position than we were before that news broke. So again, it was just a fucking pointless thing to do.
Alonso saying he's not having it. There's not many others in the conversation, is there? The
Zerbi.
Listening to the fella speaking before about, the Atlanta one you done and how highly he praised him and said, like, offensively, he's a magician, but he worries about his defensive capabilities, doesn't he? But again, he said he's not quite ready, didn't he?
Yeah.
You might as well go and listen to that one because we're not going to tell you what he said, but he did basically big up to Zerbi and say he's a good coach, but he's not quite ready for Liverpool. Maybe in a few years, but
yeah.
I agree. I've talked shit about him and just said I don't want him nowhere near the club. There's just something about him I don't like. I just don't think he's ready or the right fit. He seems a little bit egotistical to me. I think he makes a bit of it about him, and I don't like that about it. It might just be my view on him, but yeah, I just want someone who's going to come in, brand new, fresh ideas, but realise that the team we've got, the way it's working under Jurgen, is able to just run with it.
Yeah.
Go for it. Don't try and be Klopp. Try and be your own person and bring in your own style of play, your own identity. It's going to be, don't get me wrong, once it's all the dust has settled and we've had the farewell with Jurgen and that, then it'll obviously start getting a bit more exciting and we'll be showing more interest. But, the inevitable is going to happen. Jurgen Klopp's leaving at the end of the season. We've got to take it on the chin. I can't. I fucking can't.
I was going to say that. I was just going to say that's growth. That you just said those words without balking or nearly bursting into tears. But then
honestly, I'm trying to give you some content, but I couldn't give a fuck. I'm not asked.
No, I know.
Obviously, I've seen a few things with Ruben and I can't say his second name. It's not like I know him. He lives around the corner. Ruben, but. Like the other day when they scored that goal in the 91st minute and he's grilling his defence. The stadium's gone ballistic and he's talking to his defenders fucking looks infuriated. I like that side of things.
Yeah.
Oh, he's won a title there, the first one in 44 years or something. He's maybe going to win the second one. So, sounds like a good manager, but it's not the best league, is it?
It's not, but then, I mean, I suppose you can't really compare because he obviously done other things as well. But Jose Mourinho, the prime example coming from there. But obviously he won the Champions League as well, so there was obviously more. He had more of a CV to back him up at the time. But look, we just got to wait and see what happens. Like I said, there's no point really going into it right now because it's all up in the air still, as far as I'm concerned. So
That's the
Um,
point. It's like you've got these Twitter fans again who like Jurgen Klopp still here, and they're trying to drag up fucking new managers and get excited. Oh, get me in, bring him to my club, and you're like, fuck off, you fucking shadow. Like, let's just enjoy Jurgen, and then if you're going to really genuinely get excited over a new manager because you've watched his footy and you think he's the best fit for the club, fine. But don't just be fucking being excited over names. You're hardly know because you've watched YouTube. You know, if you've got a genuine interest in somebody to come in because you think it's the best fit for us, then fair play, enjoy it. But you know, there's not many names linked. I still think it's either him or a shock, someone we haven't been linked with at all. Than they have
Roy Hodgson.
Oh, lad. I'm seeing loads of negativity from other fans, other fan bases, saying like it's the decline is on, and I don't think it matters who comes in. I think the team's too good, unless it's an absolute fucking maniac who comes in and wants to rid the whole club of Jurgen Klopp and get rid of every player and start again, which I can't see happening. Then I think we just carry on. We just carry on being successful to a point where we're in title challenges and we're going for glory and trophies and stuff. So hopefully it is just a Shankly Paisley switch. We don't want it to happen. It's happening, and the team's there to go and win stuff with. Fingers crossed.
Absolutely. So we'll finish up we'll talk a little bit about the Atlanta game. Probably won't dive too much into it because obviously I've done a bit more of an extensive one with Nima yesterday. So, but I mean, based on talking to him yesterday, I wasn't really sure what to expect from Atlanta. You know, I looked at them. They finished, they improved last season. So I think they finished 5th last season to get into this season. Before they finished 8th. So they're sort of progressing up a bit again. They're in Coppa Italia semi-final. They're obviously in the quarters here with us. I said to him, it felt like a lot of Liverpool fans treat it like we've dodged a bit of a bullet. I was one of them. I was made up with this one, thinking this is an easy passage through to the semis and then hopefully the final. But I think it's a bit disingenuous of them to do that. I think it's going to be a tough game. They've got a few players that people recognise. Ademola Lookman. You've got Coop Minas, who's a very good player. He's probably going to be the next big name they sort of lose. Going to be a tough game. I think a lot of people have just looked at it and gone, yeah, it's not Roma or Milan. We're sound.
Yeah, I think it's more just the name of the club. I think that's all it is. And in the Europa League, we're all in that competition because we haven't reached our peak in the season before. And, we could all do a lot better. The likes of them, that's where they should be. That's probably their level. We're a level above that. So Roma, not in recent times really, but AC Milan, yeah. So I think that's all it is if you're going to end up getting it with a Champions League team in the later stage of the Europa League, and you can dodge it, then happy days. But we should win. But again, we're all like we're having conversations there, just being in fucking walking the dog and talking to people about the Man City and Arsenal, the Champions League, and saying first time ever I've wanted them to progress. I want them to get into the semis and have other games to play.
Yeah.
Not win up, but have to play each other, and it takes the.
Well, I think you do, don't they? If they both get through, that's why they're both on. I think that's why they're both on tonight because they're the same side of the draw. So
I actually don't think they'll both get through, but I think if the focus for them was on each other, all of a sudden, I think it just helps us. But again, we've got to. Should we take an eye off the Europa League a little bit and try and concentrate on the league? I don't know. But right now, we're in a quarter final. We've got to play a team that can beat Atalanta, and hopefully things work out for us in the sense of the Champions League where they focus on each other again. So yeah, I think we've got to respect them, but I just don't think we're going to go full out strength. But I said that on the last game, and he went stronger than I'd ever imagined. So I think we are at a point now where we're 4 games away from a final. Got to go for it, but
yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully it's not at the cost of anything else.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, and he brought it up yesterday. The last time Atlanta come to Anfield, they won. It was during COVID and there was no fans there, but they come to Anfield and I think they won 2-0. But then at the same time, we went to their place and won 5-0. So, they've certainly got the talent there to beat us. I think they play very, again, similar to De Zerbi, play very attacking football, not really that focused on defence. I do think they'll leave gaps for us. And I think we've just got to exploit them. I think we need as much pace on as possible. I think Darwin Núñez is going to be. I mean, that seems like the settled front three now anyway. Núñez, Diaz, and Salah. So I think we need Núñez on just for his pace.
He needs to get a goal as well himself for his confidence, because I think that game against United will absolutely fucking haunt him. I think it'll kill him. And right now we need them all to be confident. And that's the annoying part, is when you're watching Arsenal, you're watching City, even when they're not playing fantastic, they all got an aura about them. All the players look like a unit, whereas we just don't look quite there yet. But
yeah,
I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because I think it obviously makes them think they're better than us. But yeah, Núñez frustrates me. But I think
in the best way.
I think just give him a game where he can get a goal or two and get his confidence back up again, and he'll be that lunatic that we need. The running. It's coming towards the very end of the season now. We're getting players back. Them two haven't got an injury between them. Full strength. So we've just got to try and get our lads back and be able to rotate. We've got the option of Núñez, Jota and Gomez through the middle. Núñez,
Jota and Gomez.
And Gakpo, sorry, that's my head gone. You got Gakpo, you've got the option of them three. You've just got different players for the same role, or can do a different role within it. So, if you're taking Núñez off, you bring Jota on, you've got someone a lot more direct who's going to just pot around the box, and I think that's what I think he'll probably come back and get 10 goals.
Yeah.
And I hope he does.
Well, I mean, the one thing that we haven't actually mentioned, but now that you just brought it to my attention, reminded me, I seen today that apparently Alisson, Trent and Pacetic, surprisingly, are back in first team training this week. So
yeah, that's where I'm heading.
Yeah.
So, again, I think of late, I think Conor Bradley struggled a little bit defensively. Yeah. I don't know whether it's a system thing. Again, I've said it since Nico Williams, whoever plays right back, just has a torrid time in defence. I don't think it's necessarily because they're not good defenders. I just think the role to get forward is just well more important to the manager and the staff than the defender.
And you know what it is? It seems to be the same thing that I noticed with Trent. With Bradley is, if he's got to go backwards and defend, he's not the best. But if he's initiating the contact, let's say, if he's initiating the tackle, if he's attacking as defending kind of thing, he wins the ball back and he's brilliant. And Trent's exactly the same.
Yeah.
When Trent is putting the pressure on, he's brilliant. But if the pressure's coming at Trent, he doesn't fall apart, but he's not as good.
But I think that's half of the battle, is that their focus is on winning that ball and then thinking of what they can do with it before they've got it. And I think that's part of the battle, is that that's all they think about, is going forward. And that's why they're so good at going forward. So yeah, I'm not knocking Bradley. I said to you before, I think Bradley should be starting every week. But he's just been targeted the last few weeks. I think they're getting in behind him a lot easier. And I think he is, when he came in, you had Gomez left back, and I think that's part of the reason as well. Robbo's back, and it's gone from practically a flat back four to the full backs near the midfield again, and everyone's getting onto it.
Yeah,
we effectively defend with a back three.
So last thing then before I let you go, obviously we don't do score predictions on here, but what's your score prediction?
3-0.
I like the confidence.
Yeah, I think, saying before, we're not going to go strong, but we are. I think he'll try and put it to bed at Anfield, try and get it done, and then see where we're at.
Yeah.
But then who have we got? We've got Palace the weekend, haven't we?
Yeah.
Grand National Saturday, Palace Sunday.
Fucking hell.
Now,
Yeah,
so
no, you know what? I think just for me, I don't want to go in. I don't want it to end and there only be a goal in it. I think 1-0, 2-1, anything like that, I think is a little bit too risky going back to their place. So 2-3-0, something just a nice little gap, a nice little gap in the scoreline. I'd be happy with that.
that's what we want. We should be a lot better than these. I think they're going to see at times we are vulnerable at the back. They've got nothing to lose. They're going to come and have a go with us, and hopefully we can just. I think sometimes we just try and be too entertaining. Just sometimes just kill the game. Just let them think they can come and attack us, take the ball off them, score a goal or two, get ourselves over the line, and then you can effectively you can still play your strongest side, but without overexerting yourself over there. And I think that's what we need to do. Try and get it 2 or 3-0. Make sure it's pretty much dead, which is never the case. But go into the away leg confident that we're not going to kill ourselves to get over the line, and then hopefully the others just kill themselves, and we can just keep picking up points. But for me, the league's the main one. We've got to just make sure we're all fit and all ready for that.
Yeah. Well, Sunday wasn't exactly how we wanted, but we're still in there. So that's all we wanted at this stage of the season. As we've always said, if you would have said to us you'll be second on goal difference after 31 games, would you have took it? You'd have fucking bit someone's hand off for it. So
Exactly.
look, just got to see where we are at the end of the season and fucking just enjoy it.
I just want to, just curiosity.
He just wants the curiosity.
I just know, just for curiosity, life then. So, what have we got? Our next fixtures. So, Palace, Fulham, Everton, West Ham, Tottenham, Villa, and Wolves. 21, so 24 points available. How many points do we get? Palace.
Them last three are the worrying ones, I think. I think we win.
I think we beat Palace and Fulham, and we draw with Everton. Beat West Ham and Tottenham. Draw with Villa. Beat Wolves. Right? Man City, Luton, Brighton, Forest, Wolves, Fulham, West Ham, Tottenham. I think they win all of them. Barring Tottenham.
I reckon Tottenham, but I don't know. Tottenham are a weird one.
Then Arsenal. I've got Villa, Wolves, Chelsea, Tottenham, Bournemouth, Man United, and Everton. I can see them. I think they'll struggle against Villa.
You know what worries me? What if they go into the last game of the season and we need something off Everton? Everton will start Thomas Gravison in goal.
Imagine Everton need to win to stay up, lad.
No, they're staying up, lad. They didn't get enough points stuck off them.
No,
honest to God, they'll go into that game knowing that a win helps Liverpool, and they'll start fucking Thomas Gravison, Tony Ibby, Nigel Martin in goal. Who else? Alessandro Pistoni, left back. Lad, they'll bring them all out. Per Kroldrup, he'll play more minutes in that game than he ever did for them.
I honestly think before Arsenal play Everton, I think Arsenal are out of it.
I honestly think it. I don't think any of us will be out of it, and I think it's going to go down to the last game of the season.
I think.
And then I will have a heart attack.
It'll be scrum, but just looking at that, and this, I might sound like a fucking dickhead here, but I think Villa are capable of doing something against Arsenal. Chelsea,
they are capable, but they won't.
You don't know what Chelsea are going to turn up.
City just put 4 past them.
They've got Tottenham away. They've got Man United, who, again, for our purposes, Man United are still in with a shout of Europe, especially with the 5th place being a potential. And then Everton. So, I might sound like an absolute raging dickhead here, but I think Arsenal, with the pressure of them being on the top, I think they'll hang themselves. And I think we've got to do our biz. Looking at the fixtures, looking at the way we've played and the way we are leaking goals and that, I think it's going to be hard. But, we're a point ahead of City. I think they practically win every game now. and we've got to be right on it. But time will tell. This is part of it, you know. If we don't quite get there, as we've said all season, it'll be fucking heartbreaking. But it'll be because we weren't quite good enough on this season, and we're a year ahead of schedule, and we'll go again 100%. But right now, we're well within a shout, so just got to go for it, lad. I'm trying to talk us down because I still think we'll win the league, lads. But I'm trying to talk us down, but
psychopath. That's all I'm saying about that at the minute. No.
It's not dead set on anyone. I just do really think Arsenal will drop points as good as they've looked against Brighton and as strong as they do look. I think they will drop points, quite a few more points than us.
I can't see it. I can only see it against Tottenham in all honesty. But like I said, just have to see how it all goes. I think, yeah, definitely there's games for all three of us that games where we could drop points, but it's whether we will drop points, isn't it? City at this stage of the season turn into fucking absolute just inhuman.
That's the frustrating thing. Don't get me wrong, right? If you ask me tomorrow if to reread all them fixtures, I'd change my results.
Yeah.
And the way the season is and the feel is, but I think I look at Arsenal's run of fixtures. If that was our run of fixtures, I'd be like, don't fancy it.
Yeah.
I'd be serious, but yeah, I think they've got a lot harder running, and as we know, City are fucking relentless. But I still see them getting nicked with points here and there.
Yeah. Well, look, we're going to wrap it up there then for today. And we'll be back probably just next week now. Not really any point doing one just after the Atlanta game. It's such a short space in between that and the Palace game. So yeah, we'll be back with you next week, hopefully in person. I'm not going to say we are definitely going to be this time because I lied this time. So fingers crossed. But yeah, until next time, up the Reds.
Up the Reds.